All right, guys, we are at our next topic of gaming talk, episode 18S, with my boy Fresh. His channel link will be in the description. The title of this part is No Man's Sky hate justified? Question mark. Also, we're going to talk about that paid DLC that he's going back on. Now, listen, this news comes this way from the Daily Star. Like this website had an interview with Sean Murray, and I quote, Murray told us he was perhaps naive for suggesting he wants No Man's Sky to have nothing but free updates. Look, Sean Murray actually said, like no lie, he said it, quotes and all, he said that the DLC, I mean, at least here, I'll read this to you so you can hear what he said. Quote, "We do want to add a ton of features, like we've just discussed, fighters, bases, these types of things, but we want to do it for free. You paid for the game, so you should get this stuff without paying even more money. So, no, there will be no paid DLC, just patches." Now,
okay. Well,
he said this. What year was this? It was this year, man. This year, 2016.
It wasn't this year. It can't be.
Like I
this
said,
year.
I'm gonna have the link of the Daily Star. I guess you could say interview with Sean Murray in the link in the description below of this video. You can follow it there. But at the end of the day, y'all, let me say this.
Nah, man.
He's backtracking. He backtracking like a mother. But I'm gonna say this before I get deep into it. Is No Man's Sky hate justified? Only because it's $60. If it wasn't $60, it wouldn't be justified. It wouldn't be justified because of the fact that, hey, it's an indie game, and indie price in everyone's head is 40 and under. That's what an indie price is in people's heads. $60, that's crossing the line of AAA title territory.
See, hold on.
Go ahead.
See, listen, this is the thing though. No Man's Sky is not an indie title no more. That's not an indie title. If any game is getting pressed, it's on the news and being on BBC and the late night show, man, no, this is a AAA title game.
No, man.
If everybody know about this game,
Minecraft was the same thing.
Listen,
that's a indie title. That's not a AAA title.
No. Okay, but why? Okay, let me say this. People say about paid DLC. Like, if this game did have paid DLC, that's fine. If anything should be paid, this game should be the only game that you pay for is DLC. Y'all play Call of Duty, pay for that DLC every single year. And I'm saying, Lord knows how much that add up to. Like, come on, like that. You buy the same game every year, and you buy the $100 version. Some of them are $150 for the whole season pass.
Let me say this.
So you mean tell me No Man's Sky might be $20 for some paid DLC, or they might have come out with a season pass. You have all this stuff. Base building will not be included in this paid DLC. He said later.
At the end of the day, Fresh, he could backtrack on that too. But that's the thing. It's not about is No Man's Sky worth DLC or paid DLC. It's the fact that he backtracking after saying he wasn't going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he said it, and now he's backtracking. That's what people are all up at arms of. Like, he said it won't be. Okay. If he never said anything, if he said, like you said earlier, you said it perfectly. They're an indie title, they're an indie developer, and they need money. You know, they can't make games and build on games with no money.
Look, they need money, and they also have to pay Sony back because Sony helped them. So Sony need money too from this project. Everybody want to make their money back so they can keep supporting No Man's Sky. They said it. All them servers going crazy. And look, if this money that's going to keep running these servers, I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came from Joe Danger. So it's kind of new for them to be in a situation like this. You know, they didn't know they was going to handle this like this. So he probably didn't know until the game released. So he probably was like, all right, well, we got to change some plans. I didn't know it was going to be like this. So we got to make some moves now. So it makes sense that, you know,
at the end of the day, he should publicly announce his apology. because people are hung up on the fact that he said, even you told me all the updates to this game, and none of us mentioned any DLC updates.
Everybody
We
want to
just
pick on the little guy,
concluded
man.
it's not picking on a little guy. If the little guy is lying and making a lot of money like the big guys, they're not little guys anymore. They're just little big people. How about
Guys,
that?
uh, look, look, No Man's Sky is a universe-sized game. What you expect? A small, 14 people made this game. You mean to tell me you won't want no money from the?
No,
You just made a universe-sized game.
look. If you made a game like Grand Theft Auto, for instance, right? It came out the gate and it sold. They got the Rockstar made their money back within a reasonable time period. I think they made their money back in that same week. That's
Yeah.
how you make your money back, man. You don't make your money back by nickel and diming your customers. You don't make your money
What?
back
No,
by
hold
nickel
on.
and
No,
diming
no.
your customers.
I got GTA that same day. GameStop, they was ordered to say, oh, do you want a shark card with your game? Ask everybody. So you know Rockstar had them on a contract to ask people that. So I don't want to hear nickel and diamond. They nickel and diamond people for them shark cards.
They probably are, but listen though, people like me who went to Walmart and bought the game, no one told me about no shark cards. They just say, here you go. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
look, that's how you make your money back, by making a good game. And that alone will cause people to talk about your game. That will cause the masses to talk about your game, and that will cause the masses to buy your game. That's how you make your money back.
Okay.
You don't make your money back by DLC, by stuff that should be in the game. Like, gone are the days from back in the day where these developers made games and said, oh, skins? Oh, you unlock skins and all this other cool stuff by just playing. Like Spider-Man, the first one, the movie, Tony Maguire, Spider-Man, right? That game had a whole nother story. That should have been Harry Osborn DLC if it was released now. You was able to play as the Green Goblin, and you had a whole story that made sense of, I guess you could say, this is crazy. At the end of the Spider-Man game, spoiler, you fight Green Goblin, but at the end of Harry's Osborn version of that Spider-Man, you fought an imposter Green Goblin. Like, they changed his voice and everything, all in the cutscene. At the end of the day, gone are the days where games that had great stories and then some more just in the game because it's in the game. Now everybody wants to make a dollar. Everyone wants to nickel and dime their customers.
It's not about making a dollar. It's about listen. No Man's Sky has no plug. When I'm saying is like that. Okay, that game is too good to be true. You gotta have some sort of outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like Call of Duty, they have some sort of outlet that you gotta pay for it. GTA got some sort of outlet you gotta pay for it. Those games are smaller than No Man's Sky. You mean to tell me a universe-sized game ain't gonna have nothing? You gotta have something that you gotta pay for in that game. Look, in this area, it's too good to be true. I'm sorry, but you have to have a catch on it. This game can't be all around just, oh, this is a dream game. There's nothing attached to it. I knew it was too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? And it still is too good to be true, but it's still here. This is a game that's a universe-sized game. Right now, there's no currency. It's all in-game currency. You don't have to pay nothing right now as we speak. Launch day from today till today. We don't have to pay nothing at all. Call of Duty games, Witcher 3, you got to pay for all those games that we have right now. Mortal Kombat, you got to pay for characters. No Man's Sky is a universe-sized game.
What you mean Witcher 3 you have to pay for stuff?
Witcher 3, there's free DLC, but at the same time, those expansions you have to pay for.
Yeah, but you don't need those expansions, you know what I mean? Like, those expansions are only for people who want more. The base game has enough in it. But it's still in the same
universe, though.
Yeah, the base game has enough in it. Like, I'm not saying No Man's Sky doesn't have enough in it. Like Fresh said, it's a universe-sized game. But people want more than just to survive. You know, that's what that game heavily rests on, surviving this universe to get to the center.
Witcher 3 with those expansions, you got different magic powers. You got things that you can't even do in the base game.
But you don't need it. You don't need it. You feel what I mean? Like, you don't need it.
Exactly.
The base game has enough to satisfy you. See, if they add DLC, look, we're going to be revisiting this topic because if they release DLC fresh that says base building that you got to pay for, you don't need base building, but why ain't that in the game at the get-go? Why isn't that in the game from the get-go?
But why don't you say that about Call of Duty? Why you don't say that about Witcher? Why you don't say that about this
The only
expansion? All these
games
expansions.
I'm
Street Fighter
comparing this
5.
to is games that showed us that nickel and diming your customer is cheap. All right, nickel and diming your customer. I said the Spider-Man game back on the last gen consoles. I said Grand Theft Auto 5, which was a 360 game, and then now on current gen consoles. I said Witcher 3. At the end of the day, like
Yeah.
these games, and to be honest, Call of Duty, like seriously, like no lie, you know what I mean? I wish those expansion passes were poof, because the only bad thing about the Call of Duty expansion is it separates the base, the player base, because like Fresh, you may have the season pass, I don't. You get to play on maps I can't, and if you don't want to play on old maps, you don't want to play with me then, because they'll force you to play on old maps if you play with me. Like that's the bad thing about games like Call of Duty and Season
And
Pass.
Destiny.
That's bad. And Destiny, the Destiny is cool in a way with their Season Pass, because the whole game moves on. Not only in the PvP realm, the PvE realm moves on too. See, these games that only have it like multiplayer heavy, Battlefield, Call of Duty, any
Nah, man.
Titanfall, these games are multiplayer heavy, and if you give me a season pass that gives me new maps or whatever, that isolates my friends who don't want to buy the new maps, because that's all we could do is multiplayer
But
in
you
those
can't play
games.
PvP on regular Destiny.
No, in Destiny, you get strikes, you get not only new PvP maps and modes, you get strikes, you get raids, you get new gear and stuff like that. Like you get a
No,
whole bunch
I'm
of
talking
new
about you
things that
can't play.
justifies you upgrading to the next thing. That's how MMOs work. And I'm not saying Destiny's an MMO. I'm just saying it's closest to an MMO than it is to Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all that stuff. Destiny is like in a whole nother level from those games, because it's not only catering to the PvP crowd, it has PvE. Like I'm excited for the new raid that's coming in the Rise of
Yeah,
Iron.
I seen it. It looked pretty cool,
Yeah.
Destiny. But I'm just saying this though. The whole point is, because I was about to talk about Destiny, but that's gonna waste time. Look, nobody said that No Man's Sky was gonna come out perfect. None of these games are perfect, when they drop, and even after a year, they never be perfect. They still be updating to this day. Old games I have now still updating. But I'm just gonna say for what Sean Murray did, I applaud him for this, even though he getting criticized by a lot of people, millions around the world. All I got to say is this: if he want to put DLC in it, pay DLC, I don't have a problem with that, because we already paying for $30 a year, $40 a year for Destiny Taken King, and all the other expansions that's coming out for Destiny. It doesn't matter. We already doing it now, so I wouldn't mind doing it for a universe-sized game. That's all I'm saying.
And
This
I,
is
and,
my
and,
opinion.
and I respect that. I respect that. At the end of the day, I think it's just getting hit because, of it being an indie game and it being $60.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Oh,
That's my
look
main
at
thing.
Minecraft. Look how many versions Minecraft got. And that's
Man,
still,
Minecraft
like,
was
you pay
$40.
$20. Yeah,
Was
but
it
you
20
keep paying
or 40?
$20 for expansion though. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
think
if
it
you
was
want more
20.
stuff, if you want more stuff with that
Nah,
game,
man.
you gotta keep paying for the
The base
expansions. You
game
gotta
is
keep paying.
$20, and look, people are satisfied with the base game being $20. Some people don't care about the expansions. At the end of the day, if No Man's Sky was
Exactly.
$40, I think nobody will be complaining. But write in the comment section, viewers, what do you think about No Man's Sky hate? Do you think it's justified? How about you? Do you feel hatred towards this game? Write in the comment section. I would love to hear about it.
No.
But,
Oh.
but we gotta move on. We gotta move on. My boy, Fresh channel will be in the description. Go there, subscribe to him, and subscribe here. Drop a like and support. Keep it locked here for the next topic. We gotta move on.
Yes.
Stay tuned. All right, guys, we are back at GamIN Talk, episode 18S, with the next topic, and it is Xbox One Scorpio and PlayStation Neo will have match specs / power? Question mark?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised of Metal Gear Survive. When I seen that, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought it was going to be like I honestly thought it was a prank.